Hi, this is Brad Town with Wolfgang's Vault, and I'm sitting here with Jolie Holland, who just recorded a great session with us here. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you.
So you've lived locally, right, in San Francisco, like before or currently?
I lived here for 7 years, over a 10-year period.
Oh, okay.
And I was in Vancouver for about 3 years out of that.
So you've got a new album coming out very soon, Pint of Blood.
Yeah, June 28th, 2011.
Okay, in just a couple weeks. And that album was recorded mostly live. Was that kind of a departure for you, a different way of doing things?
No, I have always been into live ensemble recording, but never, I don't know, I'm just getting closer to being able to do live rock stuff, meaning like the drums and the vocals and the lead guitar and the rhythm guitar are all happening at the same time.
Right.
So it's been really a super fun challenge of just like trying to capture that kind of energy.
Yeah, cool. So was that a decision you made kind of while you were writing material for this album? Did it seem like it would be really well suited to that, or did you just sort of want to explore that anyway?
I always want to do that. I've been doing that since my first records, but it hasn't been, I used to work with an amazing drummer in town he's a beautiful composer, and he's comes out of being a jazz player. So you think of jazz as being something that you want to hear, all recorded together for the most part. But a lot of people, when they go into a more rock direction, try to get things more to a click, and like it's more like popular music, and people can get a little bit more neurotic about it. But I wanted it to just be as, with as much of a live aesthetic as possible. And Neil Young was kind of my muse for the recording process.
Yeah.
But what's funny is I was really thinking about Zuma a lot. Like Zuma was kind of the
That's a great
mascot
record.
for this record. And then I found out that all the vocals for Zuma were recorded after the fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I was like being such a stickler about
Yeah.
like only live vocals, which is really hard to do.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
But then I found out that Neil
Neil cheated a little
did
bit.
it all backwards, which is cool. He's like he was like, they got such beautiful energy from the band on tape.
Yeah, they really, even with the vocals overdubbed, they managed to kind of keep that. It really sounded like just 4 or 5 guys in a room.
Yeah, it felt so real. It feels so real. And I love how bad the cover is. It's so bad. And I did the cover of my own record myself.
Oh, really? Cool.
And I hadn't done watercolor in a million years, but it still looks way better than the cover of Zuma.
So you've got a tour that's coming up. It starts the same day that the records is released, right?
Yeah, we're playing at the Bowery Ballroom in New York, and then going on tour through the pretty much like the eastern half of the states, all the way down to Florida and New Orleans, and as far west as Chicago.
Cool. And so you're probably looking forward to kind of trying out these new songs in that kind of format. Are you traveling with a full band or just sort of a trio like we saw here?
No. We it'll be Carrie Lamprecht and I just playing violin. Will be sort of the core of my band, and then I'm stealing a couple members of Sally Ford and the Outside Sound,
Oh, cool,
or the Sound
yeah.
Outside.
Yep.
So I'm stealing the drummer Ford Tennis
Yeah, right on.
and the guitar player Jeff Munger. And we've never played together, so we'll see how that goes.
That's very Neil Young. Just kind of work it out on stage.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work out, then we won't be doing it. So
Right.
let's give it a shot.
Yeah, cool. Well, I mean, those are all very good players, so I think something pretty cool will probably happen.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Cool. Right on. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for sticking around to talk to us and everything.
Oh, thanks
Good
so
luck
much.
on the tour. And the album, Pint of Blood, comes out June 28th, so go find it.